Good afternoon and welcome to the Kerry Garden Show. Alan Finn back with you here again for another 15 minutes of some gardening knowledge. And departing that knowledge onto us all today is our gardening expert, Miguel. Miguel, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. Now, today, Miguel, we were having a conversation after the last show and you wanted to maybe feature some of, you nearly call them forgotten plants of the garden.
Plants, yes.
But they are very, very important for anyone who's kind of got a big garden and might be doing a bit of landscaping. Exactly. So tell us a bit about some of the plants we've got and how important they are.
So, you know, we've done plenty of programs about flowers and more flowers and how to keep flowers and how to get more flowers.
Bright colors, yellows
but
and oranges.
We never mentioned these plants that are evergreen, that they are structural plants. That you need in the garden to give them color or give them some green, not even color, green in the winter.
Yeah.
And make your garden a little bit visible in those months that are darkened.
Yeah, it's like giving them a background, really. It's
exactly,
like giving them a backdrop.
And then you can play around with these lovely flowers we always talk about. So we have evergreen plants, where we're gonna mention just a few of them. Evergreen plants, with some of them they have a decent flowering, some of them they don't, but they have a very cool foliage. They will remain evergreen. Some of them they will be changing colors. Some of them, like the Aucuba or other ones, that they will have that color all year round.
Yeah.
So see the Elaeagnus with these variegated yellow leaves. They are evergreen. They will be giving you a nice shiny color even in the winter. And you can combine plenty of them. So the thing is that you need those plants to give a structure to your garden, and then you can play around with more perennials or annuals to have colors. You can play, your goal should be playing with constant flowering or at least constant color.
So, yeah, because that's the thing. And you also have different levels as well too, because as you mentioned there, you picked up that the Pittosporum. There are different levels as well too. So we'll talk about that in a bit. So there are the smaller plants that you can actually have, you know, you can create even just a little bed or a backdrop, as I called it, of just these evergreen plants. Because if anyone does have a big garden and maybe they don't want to think, because a lot of these plants don't need a lot of work, do they?
Exactly.
And that's one of the real important parts of it.
What I was gonna go is
I took the words out of your mouth, did I?
Most of them, unless you want to prune them, they don't need to be pruned.
Yeah.
They don't need to be, they just leave them, basically. And if some parts that are uglier or growing quicker, you can just cut to shape them.
Yeah.
But they won't, unless, again, you want to bring them down because they are taking over some other plants or something. They don't need to be pruned. They can even be used as a hedging, like I've seen Pittosporum hedging. This case is a small variety.
Yeah.
But we should have another one. See, the Tom Thumb.
Okay.
See the one that is brown. This one is brown, and the new shoots are green.
Yeah. So this is a real nice one. So this is a Tom Thumb. So the leaves are a kind of a coppery browns.
Yeah.
They start green and then they go bronze.
They go bronze.
I can see a lot of the leaves here. They're actually starting to come out with the blotches, and you'd nearly mistake it for some sort of a fungus or not.
Yeah,
but
or a disease. Yeah. Sometimes the people are just like, what
is that? Yeah. But that's actually them changing color, and so at the bottom you've got leaves quite green. In the middle, then you've got the darker leaves, which is obviously the more mature, and then you've got the new growth at the top, which is nice and bright and limey colored.
And see, this type of plant, it will grow as a big bush.
Yeah.
But you can trim it hard if you want to keep shape, make a ball, make it a column. Do whatever you want with them. I've seen them used as a hedging.
Okay.
Very nice, probably quite expensive.
Yeah.
But that fella could afford it anyway.
Yeah.
But they're very, very nice. And again, it's the foliage what we are looking for, what we are after. Yeah, because they have flowers obviously, but the flowers they are nothing. They are not special.
A honey scented chocolate flower. Okay,
flowers.
So they wouldn't really stand out as much, do you know?
All the plants have flowers, but not all of them are colorful. Commercial, let's say, flowers. But these plants are not. You don't want them for the flowers. Actually.
Actually, it's
Scalonians. they have a very, very nice flowering.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
that's another plant that you can use as a hedging.
Yeah, and that's a very
And,
popular plant. We all know about the Escalonias.
And they will give you a very nice red, white, depending on the plant. Red, white, depending on the plant again. Very nice flowers in the summer. But normally, what we're going to talk about is this. What we want is this spectacular foliage. See the aucuba in green, and it's a coprosma, a rainbow coprosma.
Rainbow, yeah.
That is 3 or 4 different colors in the same plant: orange, red, green, sun yellows,
Yellows, yeah.
and it's evergreen.
It's beautiful. Absolutely,
beautiful plant.
absolutely beautiful, yeah.
And you have another version here,
Yeah.
which is the fireburst. So you can combine them even in the same.
Like even just
one
looking at the
next to
two
each other,
coprosmias beside
exactly.
each other now, because one, as Miguel said, the second one is kind of a more different 2 or 3 shades of green, lime green, with a little bit of a fiery red or orange going through it. And you put that right beside the rainbow, and yeah, stunning.
They are very
Stunning.
beautiful by themselves. And you don't need any flowers to highlight these plants. And that's the idea, that you're going to have a very nice color all year round without flowers. You'll go do the flowers. You can do them after.
And you know what? It's very handy as well, Miguel, for anyone who might want, you know, to hide a wall or a low wall or a certain part and area of the garden. Like these plants, as you said, the structural plants that they can actually make something that might look a little messy now, and give it a nice kind of level. As you said, you can shape them, you could actually turn them into hedging, and you could turn an area of your garden into a beautiful
Even for
spot.
hiding a boiler or the
garden
beans
shed,
or shed
maybe
or something.
where you're recycling some stuff, or
Exactly.
the compost bin. Yeah.
So, but the thing is, again, they are essential in all gardens, and we never talk about them because it's some plants that are stunning. You can come all year round and you find stunning plants. And this one, see the angel wings. It's a very popular plant. You see the silver leaves, you know.
Yeah, it's striking.
Why do you need a flower with this color?
Not
you
at
don't
all.
Need
No. It's got a lovely texture.
You start combining silver and darks with this formium, and the bronze with the silver.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You have to think about color combination. It's very important. You cannot just go and drop the plant somewhere. If you
make them work. Make them work. You're encouraging listeners to try and put a bit more thought into it and make them work.
Before, because after it's complicated. Again, don't be afraid of moving plants if they are not in the right place. Don't be afraid. Move them in the right time, but it's better not moving them. It's better putting them in their.
It's better to make that
position,
plan and to know that that's there. But
that is.
Like again, the angel wings has got a beautiful texture to it, as well as that silvery look. And then, as you said, putting it right beside.
It's a formium. It's a dwarf formium. These formiums. So the problem with some formiums are they are very large plants, and they start getting. They start getting side little plants around, so they start not invading but getting bigger. While these fellas
they can kind of take over. They can they can take over an area,
and they will be looking just a little bit ugly.
You put anything underneath them, and all of a sudden they've got a canopy over them, and they're going to die. So
while these fellas are dwarf, they will grow up to 1 meter tall, 3 feet, and they will spread the same 3 feet, and the variegated pink with the dark chocolate or dark green leaves are beautiful. And
even just with my friend here, the little hebe, or the euonymus, sorry, the variegated leaf on that as well too. If you put that beside the phosphorus, or
see,
a nice little one there.
Are a very, 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 very good plant for these purposes. It's very different sizes, different colors, different shapes. See,
lots of varieties.
Same family, different plant, and look at the size. That's been pruned. That will be growing columnar.
Okay,
while
so that'll
this
go
is
straight
more
up.
a ground cover.
And what's that one, Miguel, for our listeners?
That's an euonymus as well.
Okay, is it a specific type?
It's a different one.
It's called the green spire. Okay.
While this one is the emerald gaiety.
Okay.
We have golden leaves. We have plenty of different ones. See, Nandinas. Nandina is that's a fire.
Nadina. Gulf Stream.
Gulf Stream.
It's called.
It's one that is fire glow as well. It's some of the different colors. The new shootings will be in red.
So the new shootings start red and go green. It's
Go
mad.
green.
It's crazy. I love how nature works like that. You've got a green that goes brown. You've got a red that goes green. You know, and the whites that go yellow.
It's beautiful.
It's fantastic.
See this here, the Wintera we have here. Sorry, this is a very beautiful orange, coppery,
coppery bronze
But
plant,
look at the.
Oh, the underside of the leaf is silver.
Right, isn't
wow.
it? It's a very beautiful plant.
Yeah.
See the difference between the new shootings and the old green.
Yeah.
Okay, that is beautiful.
What's that one?
That's a pseudo Wintera, and it goes red. It will be going red soon.
Marjorie.
It's a very beautiful.
Named after some lady called Marjorie. Now tell us about the Akuba there, because you did actually take it up, and that's a very interesting plant, because the one thing I like about it, again, it's the different texture to the leaf, or not the texture, the yellow splashing of the green leaf.
Spotted, they call it the spotted laurel or something like that.
Spotted laurel. Okay, right.
Very, very poisonous plant, actually.
Oh, is it? For who?
For everybody.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, right. Okay, well, we're not going to be cooking or eating it.
No, we're not going to be eating
but
it.
But is that dangerous to animals or deer?
They won't eat. They won't eat it.
They won't eat it. They know.
They know. They won't eat it. If they eat it, they will have a
very nasty
bad reaction.
nasty
They are
bad
not
stomach.
stupid. Animals are not stupid. They have tried that before in famine.
They've been around, yeah.
But the beauty of this is the yellow spots that have the leaves are all year round. That won't change color.
No.
In fact,
do the spots get bigger or no?
The new leaves have less spots, less yellow spots than the other ones.
Okay.
So they are greener, shinier green. But then as they are getting mature,
yeah,
you can probably see them down in the
bottom leaves, yeah,
in between the amount of yellow.
Yeah.
And it's a different color. That comes whitey. But again, it's that plant by itself. It's a very beautiful plant. You don't need anything.
Looks quite hardy as well too.
They are very hardy.
Would a lot of these plants as well too do
hardy.
By the sea and things like that? Because I know a lot of listeners would also be asking those sort of questions.
By the sea, depending on the wind, most probably. But
so
Euonymus, Elaeagnus, Escalonia, Pseudo-Wintera, the Formium, they will perform perfectly.
The salt won't destroy them.
They won't destroy.
Get at them, okay.
Aucuba as well. Have you seen this beautiful Fatsia?
Do you know what? I was saving the best for last thing, because that monstrosity that you have over your shoulder, I'm very interested in it, yeah. Tell us about it.
That's a Fatsia japonica.
A Fatsia japonica.
And there's plenty of different ones as well, but it's two basic things, the variegated and the green one.
Yeah.
See the beauty of the leaves, they are very big leaves.
They've got 8 fingers on them, it's massive.
There's nothing here, but they reproduce, they start getting shootings.
Okay. From the bottom?
From the bottom.
Yeah.
When they are already ready, if you need, you just can chop this part.
And the thing is about it doesn't have branches, because the leaves are the branches. So it actually, the leaves come straight out from the actual stem, from the stalk. So there's no actual branches. So it's just leaf after leaf after leaf, creating this nice canopy effect.
But it won't be a long, eventually, once, it's nothing here, but it's probably some there that they have it. Like a little shootings going from the bottom, and that will be creating a large bush. Not only one stem plant, but large bush full of stems.
Right.
And what you can do, once those shootings are established, you can get rid, if you want to reduce the height of the plant, you can get rid of the full large part and leave the little songs grow.
Okay, right, because there doesn't even look like there's an area on the actual stem to cut straight across, because of the way that the leaves come out. So you would literally just go.
So these plants start shooting from the sides, bottom sides. Once they are established, if you want, I'm not telling you to do that, because that will create a big bush of these things. But if you want to get a little bit lower, you can don't trim it from the top. Just trim it from the bottom.
All right.
And leave the new shootings.
It looks like the kind of plant, though, Miguel, that it's not going to, as you said, this one won't grow. It'll keep kind of growing up. You kind of want it as that singular plant at the back of a background, or would you?
What you want is a full bush.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
And a full mature. This plant fully mature will be growing like 6 foot, 7 foot tall.
Okay.
And another 7, 10
wide.
Wide.
So it needs a good area. It needs a big area.
Well, again, it's like everything. You can control it. You can keep it small, if you will need it, but we're talking about the structural plants.
Yeah.
That should be just kind of left alone
Yeah.
to create that
nice effect, that
exactly
background.
that winter
yeah.
effect. Call it this way. This is a very hardy plant. Just one little thing. If it's a very hard frost, the top part will be damaged, but the plant itself will be fine.
Okay, right.
So the top leaves will be soggy and they will be fading.
Okay.
But they will be protecting.
But
the
at that
plant,
point,
actually.
do you actually do you pull them? Do you cut them, or would you actually leave it?
Yeah. You will see that they will just get rid of them. New ones will be coming.
Okay.
But this is a way to protect the plant. It's of this kind of big leaves. The upper leaves protect the rest of the plant.
Okay.
As a cover, let's say, as a fleece.
A fleece, yeah.
Very interesting plant.
Okay, so a lot of these we've already spoken about how low maintenance they are, but that doesn't mean they don't need feeding.
That's it.
So what sort of is there a general feed for this, Miguel? Are we going to the Miracle Grow again? Are we?
No. We can do it. We can use it once or twice if the plants are in a very bad condition. But as I always recommend, it's better preventing rather than curing. So it's better top dressing, farmyard manure, very good compost, whatever you choose.
Yeah.
Chicken pellets that we have here.
We got some chicken pellets and some Westland multi-purpose
And
compost.
if you can top dress, I will always recommend top dress winter or early spring with a decent layer of compost or manure.
Yeah.
And then add chicken pellets or add
Slow release.
a slow release or add tomato food or whatever you prefer, whatever you are
Whatever
familiar with or whatever you have.
Yeah.
But don't forget they need food.
They do.
People, again, I constantly tell it, people just leave them there.
Yeah.
And they expect a super
That's
cool
it. See,
garden.
we mentioned the words low maintenance, and people think, oh, it's great. I don't
Yeah,
have to do anything.
no.
But no, there is always something.
Yeah.
Plants always
Feed
need
them.
a little bit of care, Miguel.
Feed them, because I always tell you that they have a root ball.
Yeah.
They have a diameter.
Core, it's like the
exactly.
core roots, and if
So-
despite all the rain, they'll still might need a
Exactly.
bit.
And that soil you have in your garden, it can be rich, can be perfect, but the part that
Around,
that
close
plant
to the plant.
is getting their nutrients is no nutrients anymore.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just
So it's
tricky,
important,
but it's
yeah.
very important to feed them
Okay.
kind of constantly.
Excellent. Right. Well, listen, Miguel, that's good. We haven't forgotten about them. We've focused. We've given an entire show to them now. So they're the landscaping, the landscapers, I'd say, essentials. And for anybody who wants to kind of create that sort of nice backdrop or has an area you want to cover, these are the type of plants you need to kind of look for. Miguel, thanks as always for your expertise, as always, and for all the tips for the listeners. That is it for the show this week. Thanks again to everyone here at Boyles. And until next time, get out there and get gardening. Talk to you next time.